Hey guys, I want to go over a motor that I built about a year ago. It's a Porsche Super 90. I did the motor and we did the full rebuild on it. And it had a oil cooler stand that was previously welded. And the owner stated that the engine was not leaking oil at that location. So I took pictures of it. I shared with him, let him know what I saw. So I built the motor. I went ahead through the whole thing, built the motor top to bottom. We were running Webers on it, 86 millimeter pistons and cylinders on it. And the car was in an 8,000 foot altitude. So I had it jetted for that. Then they changed locations to Arizona. So I had to rejet the motor. So I had the car come back to me. I rejetted it. I've been driving tomorrow. I've personally got about 200 miles on this car. And I was driving this car and I started getting an oil leak. And then it just seemed to get worse. So every time I parked the car, I got an oil leak. Oil leak probably about like this, which is huge. So I assume it's the oil cooler seals or the oil cooler. So I pulled the motor, replaced that. I even changed the temperature block where the temperature is. Driving around again, come back next day, same thing. So at that point, I started to look into where it was welded. So I've taken the motor completely apart, got it down to the case. I'm going to take it over to Ollie's. They're going to apparently cut the top of it off, re-weld it, fix it, so that I can save the case, because it is a matching numbers car. So we got to save that. So anyways, and on another note, today is December 11th, it's my wife's birthday. And I want to say happy birthday to her. We went this morning, we worked out at the gym. We're feeling really good. We're going to go have a little party tonight. So happy birthday, Leah. I just wanted to put that out there. Anyhow, on the motor, I'll show you some pictures of it. And then I'm going to do another video when it comes back after it's repaired. So we're going to go over to Tim's and actually I'm going to maybe shoot some video of him fixing it if I can, if it doesn't take too long. So anyhow, let me show you what's going on. I'll take the camera and go from there. Okay, so here's the case half that's damaged. And you can see here, it's welded up right there. And I believe, because you really can't see this when it's out of the, in the car, I believe it's leaking from right in there. That's where I believe it's leaking. It's kind of an ugly job. I have no idea who did this or where it was repaired, whatever, but apparently they're going to cut it, I guess, across here and replace this whole block and then redo the holes here. And then of course the oil port that goes across there. So that's where it was leaking. And this is really common. I've had a lot of motors like this. A lot of motors have been fixed. And that's why in 1968, they went to the floating oil cooler because of this issue. So I just wanted to share this because I think it's really interesting to show if your oil cooler and your seals are good and you're trying to wonder where's the oil coming from. Well, unfortunately, you probably got a crack right in there somewhere. That's why they repaired this one. And like I said, I've seen a lot of these, in this condition. So anyhow, so this whole half is going to Ollie's. I like the bearing. The bearing wear is good on them. Everything is cool. It's, like I said, it's a Super 90. Super 90 guys will recognize that screen with the slide for hard cornering. A lot of guys will get rid of that. I know the slide will get stuck. It kind of has some issues, kind of old school stuff that, people just kind of replace it. You don't need it. So anyways, my cylinder heads have got great seals. If you can see, there's no issues whatsoever on either one, all of them. They're sealing really good. I'm very happy about that. Okay, so that all looks good. You know, of course, we did everything, powder coated everything. There's the housing on there. And here's the other half. The other half, this is the crank, the cam, everything is cool. It's got nice movement, everything's cool. I really like the way it came apart easy. Like I said, it was only about a year ago. You know, it's in a beautiful cabriolet. Like I said, we've been driving this car, and unfortunately it just started leaking, and now we had to break into it and go through the whole motor again. So anyhow, just, you know, I'm running a 1-2-3 distributor in it. Like I like to run that. Richard turned me on to those things, and I really like them. They're very good. I even have them in 6-cylinder cars. And then I've got a brand new set of Weber carburetors. Those were brand new when we built this car. So it's a really nice little pulley motor. And then, like I said, once we get this welded up, we'll end up with no oil leak. So we're gonna take that over to Tim's now, over to Ollie's, and have them fix that for us. And so hopefully, like I said, we can show that. Anyhow, so this is a common problem. I've seen it quite a bit, and like I said, this is just kind of, I thought it would be interesting to do a little video on the repair of it. But yeah, I mean, you do got to go through a lot to get it fixed. Obviously, complete teardown. But as much oil as it was leaking, you really couldn't bear it. I mean, a lot of people say, oh, Porsches leak oil. Well, it really shouldn't, but it was leaking a lot of oil. So anyway, so off to the machine shop, get that fixed. I'll drop that off today. And we got a little birthday party tonight for Leah, and that's what we got going on today. So, all right, have a good week. We'll catch you by the end of the week. See, let you know when this thing is fixed, and we'll do another video on how they repaired it.